All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Pokemon. I've got two PSA submissions for you guys here, two PSA returns. If you guys know this, I'm going to save this for the end, this two-card submission. So this is the really cool stuff. So I'm going to save those two cards for the end. This is like a 160-card submission right here. Some really cool stuff in here. There's a little bit of MetaZoo, I think. I know a lot of you guys are coming for MetaZoo videos, but honestly, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Some old vintage Pokemon stuff that you guys might not be as familiar with. I can't remember exactly what all is in here, but I think there's a pretty good mix of stuff. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, MetaZoo. So I think this should be a fun return. Here's some pretty big boxes. If I can get them all separated. Let's start with this little box. Actually, this feels really light. I think this might be one of the bigger submissions that I've had. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you have not already. And there will be a link in the description box, as always, to any of these cards from this opening that I end up listing on eBay. The link will be in the description box below. So if you guys see anything you're interested in here tonight, you guys might just be able to find it on eBay after you watch this video. All right, we'll start with this box. Just because it's nice and fat. And get some good stuff out of here. I'm wearing the gloves this time. I'm trying to get used to wearing them for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's going to be the Big Tops Chrome stream. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon tops in here. I forgot about that. So if you guys enjoyed the MetaZoo top stuff, this is some old vintage Pokemon tops that you guys might find interesting. And you guys can see that card on top over there is some pretty interesting vintage Pokemon too. All right, so let's start out with this here. It's going to be a lot of stuff to organize and list. So we'll start with this. We'll start with this one. This one looks like some tops. So first card, nice start. First card is a 10, a Sandslash PSA 10. Let me adjust this light a little bit. That's better. PSA 10, Sandslash from Tops. Very nice. So we'll start out our 10 stack right here. PSA 10, nice. Firo, Tops foil. Seems like this one so far is grading pretty good for Tops. See, I've had this issue a little bit. You can see a tiny minor crack, another 10. But on some of these bigger submissions, it seems like the damage. There's always, oh wait, maybe it's not a crack. Maybe it was just a piece of plastic in there. Okay. I was gonna say I had a bigger submission last time where some of the cases were cracked. Hopefully that's not the case this time because the weight of the package seems to. There's our first 9, a Firo PSA 9. When you got this many cards in one box, it seems like the weight of that many slabs can get damaged pretty easily. There's another 10 on the Firo. So maybe it's better to send in less cards per submission. There's an Arbok. Just, again, a lot of these are just regular tops. I don't think they're Tops Chrome. There are some Tops Chrome in here, but they should say, there we go, PSA 10 on Arbok. So we got a pretty nice variety here of PSA 10s so far if you're interested in Pokemon tops. Another PSA 10 Arbok. All right, looks like we have a Growlithe here. PSA 9 on the Growlithe. These are some pretty good tops grades here. Pretty good ratio. And just as I say that, I probably jinxed it. PSA 9 on the Growlithe again. There we go. There's a 10 on the Tops Hollow Growlithe. Pidgeot, PSA 10. Wow, we're doing pretty good. We're getting, like I said, nice variety of 10s. This did cost me about $2,000 in grading fees, so hopefully each of these so far has been like a $100 card, so we can recoup some of that fee. And these are coming from, if you guys haven't seen it, I did an opening where I opened 2 cases of vintage Pokemon Tops 10s. I know a lot of you guys, there we go, PSA 10 on Clefairy. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed the the mass MetaZoo Topps openings. I know that's where a lot of you guys are coming from, but I did a crazy, crazy Topps Pokemon opening of Topps Series 1 that I spent $7,000 on. PSA 10 Clefairy. I don't think I've spent maybe even half that on the Topps. There's an 8 on the Clefairy, on the Topps for MetaZoo. And there's an Abra 9. Random little Abra. Let's do this stack here because there's some cool stuff in here. But yeah, if you guys have not seen that, there's an opening on my channel where I open 2 cases of vintage Pokemon Topps tins. Very cool stuff. And we pulled like maybe 5 or 6 Charizards, foil Charizards out of there. All right, so this is a really cool one. I actually haven't checked yet on the Pikachu. So what this is here, something probably not a lot of you guys know about. This is the Pokemon KFC, and it's weird they don't have the date on here. It was 1998. It's weird. Yeah, there you go. It's on the back, but it's weird they don't have it on the slab. That's kind of odd. So KFC in 1998, they had these, it was like a deck of playing cards. They weren't like Pokemon playing cards, but they were cards you could play a separate game with, like a little KFC deck of cards, and you could play like a game. I don't know how the game worked, but it was like its own little thing. It wasn't like part of the Pokemon trading card game. As you can see, these are smaller than a regular Pokemon card. But I was able to get one of these in mint condition, a deck. And I submitted the Pikachus and the Charizards. I don't know about the Pikachu, but I got 2 10. Well, I don't want to spoil it. This one got a 10. The Charizard, though, I have the only 10s in population. I have the only 10s that exist of the Charizard. I have 2 of them. So stay tuned for that. And actually, I think I know what's in this box now. So maybe I'll do that after this stack. There's some cool stuff in this box that you guys might be interested in as well. Okay, another 10 on Pikachu. I don't know about Pikachu. Maybe you guys can check while you're watching this video, the population report. But I think I might have the only 10s of Pikachu as well. Victory Bell, PSA 8. But I'm going to probably list, I'm going to definitely keep one of the Charizards for myself. Victory Bell 5. Wow, that one got dinged pretty bad. I'm definitely going to keep one of the Charizards for myself, but because it's such a rare card, 9 on the Raticate, you're really not going to see it come up very much even raw on eBay. And since I have the only other 10, I'm probably going to list a ridiculous buy it now price. There we go, 10 on the Raticate. And just put a best offer on it and let it sit for a while and see what kind of offers it gets, because I really think it's a really cool card. It's a card that I really like. I'm really proud of that I have the only 2 10s. And it's a card that I kind of discovered just through doing like a lot of weird research on eBay of all these old vintage. And you guys will see with this, because I've been trying to find more of these, if this is what I think it is. These should be a little bit oversized. I was doing a lot of research on like weird Happy Meal promos, kind of ironically, because of the MetaZoo Arby's announcement. If you guys heard, MetaZoo is going to be partnering with Arby's, and we did a video kind of speculating. There we go, PSA 10 on Vileplume, speculating on what that's going to be and what kind of promos, what kinds of toys. There we go, Pidgey 10 that could incorporate. So there was like I was going through a little phase where I was doing a bunch of research on, you know, vintage Pokemon Happy Meals at different restaurant chains, and I started coming across all these different variations of like these weird cards and these weird promos and these weird like inserts. And I came across some of this stuff that you're going to see in the submission, and the KFC thing was one of them. And I don't even think I've seen anyone else grade any of these KFC cards. Pidgey PSA 10. In the other card I'm going to show you, I've only seen graded with BGS, and I think that's what's in here, so I'm going to open that next. But I've only seen that graded with BGS. Nice, Poliwhirl on the 10. I definitely think these are going to do pretty well, these PSA 10 Topps foils. Poliwhirl on a 9. Because these are some pretty popular characters here. There's another Poliwhirl on a 10. I think I graded the most popular characters in an earlier PSA return, and then I went back through all my holo pulls, and I looked at like kind of some secondary popular characters. Like obviously, nice, Clefable PSA 10. Like I graded all the starters, all the holos of the starters, and I don't think there were any legendary Pokemon in Series 1. No Mewtwo, no Mew, no legendary birds. Nice, another Clefable and a 10. But so far, this is a really good ratio. We have more 10s than 9s, which is not typical for Topps. Machop and an 8. And I want to explain also the reason why I did this. So the reason I did this big opening of the tins, is I've got this theory. With Pokemon Tops, we got a nice Machop and a 10. I might keep one of these if we get more than one. But with Pokemon Tops, the issue that you have a lot of times is the cards stick together in the packs because they were stored improperly or they were stored for such a long period of time that the holo on the card sticks together. And when you peel them apart, it causes surface damage, which makes them very difficult to grade. That's a problem that Pokemon Tops has very, very often. But typically, and I've opened a lot of Tops, typically that happens way more frequently in booster boxes than it does in tins. Now, booster boxes have 36 packs. A tin has 7, and they're stored pretty loose. They're secure, so they're not rattling around, but they're stored pretty loose. So I've got this theory that a tightly packed booster box of 36 packs, there's more weight, A. They're more tightly packed, B. So regardless of how they're stored, just over time, they're going to be compressed in that small box with the weight of all the packs on top of it, holding it together, causing that to stick. And I've noticed that when I open tins, I don't have that issue. So I found a guy that was selling a pretty large quantity of tins. I got a really good deal on those 2 cases. I thought 2 cases is 40 tins for $7,000. I thought that was a really good price. But yeah, so as you can see, this is the fruits of that. These cards are grading really well, and I think that's because they came out of tins and not out of a booster box. So we kind of confirmed that theory with this return because these cards are doing pretty well. Look, another PSA 10. Tentacruel. And I know a lot of people that have gotten totally burned with Pokemon Tops because of that and got terrible grades. PSA 9 on Tentacruel because, like I said, the surfaces can get really, really damaged when the cards are sticking together like that. It can literally pull the foil off the card, or maybe it damages the back. Maybe there's a card behind it sticking to it. But that surface damage can knock you down several grades. And here we go, another 10 on the Tentacruel. And still, the stack of 10s is the biggest stack we have so far. Okay, so we've got some random Yu-Gi-Oh! In here. Flute of Summoning Dragon. This is from Starter Deck Kaiba. This is from the same Starter Deck Kaiba that I cracked that the Blue Eyes actually graded a PSA 10. I've got it hanging up over there in my display case. So this goes in the 9 pile. This should be Lord of D, probably. Lord of D grading an 8. Surprising. So the Flute got a 9, Lord of D got an 8, but Blue Eyes somehow got a 10. Strange. Now these should be, there's one of the Charizards, and he graded a 5. That's rough. Tentacool, he graded a 7. Wow, those are like the 2 lowest grades we've gotten so far. Okay, so this actually is Topps Chrome. So those cards you saw before were regular Pokemon Top Series 1. This is a Topps Chrome and Nidoran. This one grading a PSA 9, so you guys can see there will be a distinction up in the corner if they are Topps Chrome. Ninetales. I guess this one does look a little off-center. This one grading a 7, wow. And this one is actually Topps Chrome. Now, Arbok, I believe, was a Spectra, grading an 8. So that was like one of the chase card inserts. All right, I'll show you guys what I was talking about from this box here. This feels really light, like there's only a couple cards in it, and I can guess what those 2 cards are, and they are definitely keeping in line with the Happy Meal theme. Maybe you guys have seen it. Maybe you guys haven't. Let me open this off camera because it's got the paperwork in here with my address and billing information on it. All right. Yeah, this is what I think it is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and my cards that they didn't grade, which I actually don't know what they are. There were quite a few of them, though. So check this out, guys. This is some cool shit right here. Now, they graded terribly. Really bad. But I haven't seen these graded by PSA by anybody else. Now, this one, I'm not sure why this one got such a bad grade. Maybe because it's a little bit bent. But this is a Wendy's Charizard Kids Meal card with Feraligatr and Tyranitar on the back. Sick, sick card. I love this card. It's kind of got that Expedition era Charizard artwork on the front, and the Tyranitar and Feraligatr, 2 other fan favorites on the back. Just a great, awesome looking card. This was part of a Wendy's promo. I believe it was 2003. It says it right there. But this was a really, really cool promotion, and they had all kinds of different cards. There's 15. I think Lugia was one. I'm trying to think Feraligatr was one too. But these came, they're oversized cards. They're really low quality card stock. And they came, a lot of them, just loose in the plastic package with the toys. So these would come totally bent up, totally creased, you know, torn, like in the package, because they're with toys that are pointy and big and hard. No pun intended, big and hard. Did this move around while I was holding it here? But these would be in with the toys, so they're very hard to grade, and they're actually very hard to come by in good condition at all. And this one, obviously, this one's got like a chewed up corner. And these are actually sealed in plastic when they come in the kids meal. So it's like a card sleeve. It comes in like a penny sleeve, but there's no way to get it out. It's completely sealed, like it's laminated. That would be a good way of putting it. They come kind of laminated. So you got to cut these out of the laminate and then send them to PSA, because it's like this weird thick case. But this one actually looks pretty good. I mean, I guess it's just a little bit bent, but for a 1, I mean, this one looks pretty solid. I can definitely understand why this one. But yeah, if you guys are interested in one of these, I'm probably gonna, to be completely transparent, I'm probably gonna sell the one with the little tear on the end. And I'm probably going to keep, this is the one that I'm going to keep for my personal collection. But I thought this was a really cool little addition. I was hoping that PSA would grade these. I was kind of worried they wouldn't, but I'm glad to see that they did. And as you can see, there's quite a few that PSA didn't grade. And honestly, I want to look through these right now because I'm not too sure what they were. And this looks like quite a handful. I think they're, okay. So they're the bodybuilding cards. So sorry to Chris Bumstead, Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker, Chris Bumstead. And this is why I haven't bought any more of these. These are the trading cards that the Mr. Olympia released. Supposedly, here's Big Rami, Nick Walker again, supposedly officially licensed, but PSA has no interest apparently in grading them. So I haven't bought any more because there's really, I don't think there's really much value in sports cards that PSA won't grade. So if PSA doesn't recognize them as official enough, then I don't think they're really super worthwhile, to be completely honest. So there's that. And like I said, stay tuned till the end of this video. I know it's getting long. I think we're at like 15 minutes right now. But at the end, we've got the 2-card Super Express return that I know you guys are going to want to see. A lot of you guys have been asking to see that specific, one of those specific cards. Man, these are tightly packed. I can definitely see how they could crack if there was like pressure applied in the wrong place. And they are difficult to get out of here, that's for damn sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about those Wendy's Charizard cards. And if any of you guys have one, I'd be interested in buying them and trying to find one in better condition that I can grade. But I haven't seen any other of those Charizards in a PSA slab at all, let alone higher than a 1. But let me know. I could be wrong. I don't really check the population report super often, so. But I did check it for these KFC Charizards. All right. I already see some interesting stuff in this one. So let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do this stack that looks like it's not going to be Topps cards. These are likely modern. Oh, there's MetaZoo right there. So right off the bat, not too happy with that. Pikachu, Crown Zenith, full art, getting a 9. Could do better. So we got something MetaZoo here. Looks like just one lonely MetaZoo card. Oof. Second edition Mothman receiving a 9. Ouch. Okay, so that's an interesting card. The full art Mew from Crown Zenith receiving a 10. Crown Zenith was a very fun set to open. Another 10 for the Crown Zenith Mew. Another 10 for the Crown Zenith Mew. Very cute card. So if you guys want one of those, that'll definitely be on my eBay at some point. So we got 3 of them. Unfortunately, the Rainbow Dragonite V-Star receiving a 9. Poor guy. The Raikou from Crown Zenith receiving a 9. The Raikou from Crown Zenith receiving an 8. Wow, these modern cards grading worse than the 25-year-old Topps. Pokemon Go Charizard Reverse Foil receiving a 9. I love that the Topps cards are grading better, and they were 20 years old, stored in metal tins. Another 9. So these might have been a waste of time to send. I think I already graded it a couple tins now of the reverse. I think I was sending so many reverses at the time. There we go. A nice Radiant Charizard and a 10. I think I was sending so many reverses at the time because there wasn't very many 10s in population yet. And there's a Radiant in the 9. So I was trying to... There we go. Charizard V. A PSA 10. Very nice. Charizard V and a 9. They give me a 10, they give me a 9. They give me another 9. Victory Bell. If you guys are looking for a Victory Bell and a 10, I think this will be a very interesting auction block probably for people. Oh, ouch, a 7. For people that are looking to complete a collection of tops in a 10. Nice Primate in a 10. Because I feel like these cards don't really come up very often in a 10, especially some of these more obscure characters. Like, for instance, a Geodude. This one receiving a 9. But I'm sure... There we go. Geodude receiving a 10. Not as many people, I think, grade these more obscure characters. So I feel like... There you go. There's another 10. This is really going to help some people out that are trying to complete these collections. Zubat and a 9. And... There we go. Zubat and a 10. I thought so. Zubat and a 9. And Zubat and a 10. See, doing better than Modern. What do we got here? A Machoke and a 10. Very nice. I might keep one of those for my personal collection if we double up. There we go. Machoke and a 10. I probably will be keeping one of those on. And a Machoke and an 8. You can't win them all. Persian, another fan favorite. And a 7, ouch. The evolution of Meowth. Giovanni's Pokemon of choice, an 8. Can we get a 10? Another 8, ouch. No love for Persian. Vulpix, though, and a PSA 10. A lot of people love Vulpix. Thought he should have been one of the starters, some people say. Vulpix and a 10, nice. There we go. We're stacking up these 10s, babe. 7 on the Vulpix. We still got one big daddy left. 10 on the Venomoth. And do we have one of our Charizards here? Nope, another Pikachu, but it is another 10. Another Pikachu and a 10. These Pikachus will be at auction likely once this video ends. I'll be listing them as soon as... There we go. There's a 9 on the KFC. So this is the Charizard I'm talking about. A lot of people really like this artwork of Charizard. To my knowledge, there's no version of this artwork on a Pokemon trading card game card, like a Wizards of the Coast era card. I guess, what's the one? Is it Blaine's Charizard? Might have just the head from this artwork, but this was like the promotional artwork on a lot of Pokemon collab products. This was like the artwork they used for Charizard on a lot of merchandise packaging. So this was like a very popular art for Charizard. You don't really find it on any cards other than that Blaine's Charizard, I believe, and you only have the head. So I thought it would be cool to grade. This one got a 9, so we should have the 10s coming up here. There we go. There's one of the 10s. We got to get a thumbnail here. So the thumbnail should be something like this. There we go. And then the title will be something like Grading Weird Charizards. So what do we have? This should be a 10. Okay, so there's my 2 10s. I thought I graded more than just 3. What do we have here? Here's something odd. So at least you guys get to see some odd stuff get graded. Oh, wow, that's terrible. A Blastoise Action Flips holo sticker getting a 6. So that pretty much was not worth grading. Okay, there's some MetaZoo. Metapoo, Mothman, and a 9. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below. Do you think I'm going to break even or do better than $2,000 on selling some of these singles? Because it costs $2,000 for the submission. But there's a nice Metapoo, Mothman, and a 10. That should bring back some value for sure. Probably a $150 card, $200. Nice Alakazam in a 10. I think a lot of people will enjoy that one. All right, some more Yu-Gi-Oh! So you got Slate Warrior in a 4. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always rough. I was just going to pat myself on the back with this submission and say I did a good job. Dark Roller Hades with a 6. Said I did a good job with my eyeball grading before I sent these in, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Said no, no, no. Oh, there we go. There's a PSA 10 Dark Magician from Yu-Gi-Oh's Legendary Decks, okay. The Battle City artwork. And a random... Ooh, nice. There you go. Topps Chrome. That might be our only 10 from a Topps Chrome. A Topps Chrome Clefable. Getting a PSA 10. Very nice. All right, last box. Then I'll show you guys... Also, don't forget... Yeah, the 2 cards that I know you guys want to see are going to be at the very, very end. The very last box after this one. But there should still be some pretty good stuff in here because we've gone through a lot of the tops. So I'm thinking there's still some very interesting stuff left once all the tops is gone through. Bear with me on this awkward moment of silence here. As I take way too long to get these cards out of the box. And again, just a reminder, May 11th is my birthday. Depending on when you're watching this, it might be already passed. But we are doing a nice Topps Chrome MetaZoo birthday stream. Pretty substantial sized one on my birthday at midnight. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss that one. All right, let's get into this here. Psyduck receiving a 9. Poor Psyduck. Psyduck receiving a 9. Got to get a 10 on Psyduck. Another 9. Maybe we don't get a 10 on Psyduck. Golbat in a 9. Golbat in an 8. And a Golbat in a 9. Come on, we need a 10 for Golbat. That'd be a pretty solid one to get in a 10. 8. Ouch. Primeape in a 9. Jigglypuff, come on. 8. Damn. Jigglypuff will be a good one. And we got Raviel, the Dark Lord of Phantasms there with a 9. Come on, Raviel. Ravioli, Uriah. Where is my... Give me the Formuloli. What was that from, SpongeBob? Hamon with a 7. Man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are tough to grade. Dark Magician from Yugi's Legendary Decks, the Gadget deck, getting a 9. Ouchie. Very nice. Duelist Pack Kaiba Blue Eyes. Forgot about this one. This one getting a 9. I think I've got a couple of those in a 10. Radiant Venusaur getting a nice 10. A nice 10 piece there. Eternatus V, very nice 10. Very nice Eternatus. Entei V getting a 9. Our 9 stack has now surpassed our 10 stack, by the way. Nice. I think this is a pretty good hit. Glaceon V-Star Full Art PSA 10. That'll be a good one. This one actually... This one my parents got me. So my parents got me just a random pack. I think it was for Christmas. I think there was just one random pack in my stocking. And I pulled a gold Oranguru on that pack. And I said, I'm going to get this one graded. That came back a 10. Very stoked on this. Personal collection card. Keeping that one. Butterfree in an 8. I almost said Butterfry. I don't know why. There we go. Butterfree in a 10. I'm sure some people are going to like that one. So what do you guys think so far? Are we doing pretty good for our $2,000? I think so. Again, we do have to offset the cost, which we already have. We sold quite a few cards. There we go, another 10 from that $7,000 Topps opening. But I think we're doing pretty good on paying for this $9,000 or I'm sorry, $2,000 in grading. Primeape and a 9. And do we have another 10 here? There we go. Yeah, we do. All right. Kadabra. Can we get Kadabra in a 10? We sure can. Abracadabra, Alakazam. We got a 10. God damn. Golduck. We didn't get Psyduck in a 10, but we sure got Golduck. Damn, we got a really nice selection of Topps 10s. This will be a really cool auction block for Topps lovers here. Golduck in a 10 and Golduck in a 9 again. And like I said, this will be linked in the description box below. Poliwrath and an 8. But this should be a really fun auction block for you guys. Poliwrath and a 10. Venomoth, another one and a 10. Venomoth, another one and a 9. Beedrill, we usually hate them because they're a really bad card to get when you're opening evolutions. That one got a 9. I hate it. That one got a 10. I love it. Another 10. I love it. Another 10. Yeah, man, the Topps is doing strangely well. 8. I always jinx it. 9. Wigglytuff and a 9. Another Wigglytuff and a 9. Damn, dude. Wigglytuff and a 9. Come on, can we get a 10? No, I guess not. Wigglytuff and a 9. Abra, 10. There we go, nice. The 10 stack grows. They're pretty neck and neck, guys. There's a 10 stack there. There's a 9. They're pretty even. 9 stack might be just a little bit taller. Let's fix it. Venomoth and a 9. It's a lot of slabs. There's another Charizard. It is and a 9. Curious to see how interested you guys are in these Charizard cards, because they're so obscure. There we go, Jigglypuff and a 10. I think that'll do well. Jigglypuff and a 7. Ouch. And another Jigglypuff and a 10. Okay, very nice. This will be, like I said, I'm kind of looking forward to listing these. This is going to be a fun auction block. So, 2 cards remain. I think my, let me take out the packing slip. Oh, maybe it's not in there. Okay. I might have already taken it out. No, it's definitely in there. But I think I can slide these guys out without, alright. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so, the moment we've all been waiting for here. We'll start out with the first serialized card from MetaZoo Topps Chrome that I graded. The serialized Frogman Green Refractor, unfortunately receiving a 9. I should have known the centering from top to bottom was a little bit off. But the biggest card of this submission, the Blue Ink receiving a PSA 9. I knew going into it that it was not going to get the 10. So I'm very happy with the 9. I was worried that it might even do worse. I was worried it could get an 8 or a 7 because I knew there was a print line. But this should be a cool thumbnail, right? You got a Blue Ink, oversized Charizards. It's all kinds of fun, right? We're having fun here. We're having fun. So yeah, we got a 9, and I'm very happy with it. I'm not selling it. It's going in the personal collection. I'm very happy with a 9 on this because there was a print line. Let's see if I can see it here. It's right there by the tail. I think you can see it there. It's like right there. And the centering on the back was just god-awful. Look at the top to bottom centering. So yeah, I definitely thought it could get lower than a 9, but I'm happy with this. Going in my personal collection. Love to see it. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Tune into the streams this week. Nick Strength and Pokemon signing out.